And many of the rankings might be influenced for a different reason. But when the Government of India ranking has a possibly an error-driven methodology, especially for B school rankings, do NIRF rankings mislead B school aspirants? This is a story. Every standalone B school at this point in time is at a disadvantage as far as that NIRF ranking is concerned. Now coming to the big story of what you exactly want. What are the best B schools in placements, right? They're very good B schools, do excellent work, but they don't participate in NIRF because they believe that the NIRF ranking for B schools is biased against standalone B schools. Hello students, Namaste, welcome to MBA 360. A lot of you keep looking at the kind of rankings that are there to decide which B school you must join. And many of the rankings might be influenced for a different reason, but when the Government of India ranking has a possibly an error-driven methodology, especially for B school rankings, then it creates a greater concern. What we're going to discuss today is the kind of ranking that we have for NIRF, and we're also comparing the same data that was submitted to NIRF. NIRF is the Government of India ranking, by the way. It's called National Institutional Ranking Framework, right? We're comparing the data that is submitted to the Government of India in terms of placements and the overall ranking that NIRF does, and trying to compare the two so that you are better informed of what is right for you and what is wrong for you. Before we start off, my sincere request to all of you is please subscribe to MBA 360, because over the next 6 months to 12 months, we're going to bring in so much of content, so much of information for you so that you can decide the best college for yourself. And for that, you need to subscribe to this channel. Now coming back to the larger issue, right? The question that we're discussing here is NIRF ranking misleading B school aspirants? And the top B schools. So we're also talking of the top B schools in terms of placements only. We're not looking at anything, we're blindsided to many other things, but we're only judging them on placements. Now the first part of it. This is a story that we've done some time back by Career 360. It's on the website. You can actually access this story also. Do NIRF rankings mislead B school aspirants? This is a story. And much of the data that I'm talking about has come from this story. Now, there are two case studies I'm talking of, which is SPJIMR, a B school based out of Bombay, and MICA, which is possibly the best mass communication institute in the country at this point in time, right? Now we're comparing with a B school in IIT, which is called Department of Management Studies, which is ranked 4th best in the country. So now what are we doing? We're comparing the 4th best B school in the country based on NIRF ranking with two other B schools. One is SPJIMR, which is based out of Bombay, and another one is MICA, which is based out of Ahmedabad. Now look at the ranking parameters and how it works out. This I told you is 4th best, right? Now here, if you look at one of the parameters is graduation outcome. Graduation outcome is placements. How many students are placed, how many students graduated, how many got placed, and what is the median salary. It creates a metric out of this whole thing and quantifies the whole thing and gives a score. Now, JBIMS Delhi, which is a part of IIT, which is also ranked by NIRF as the 4th best B school in the country, the graduation outcome is 83.3. Right. Now, SPJIMR, which is based in Bombay, by NIRF, the data that is submitted to NIRF, the graduation outcome is 98.83, which means it's very close to 100. It essentially means that it's possibly got the best median salary and it's placed 100% of its students. Now that is what will get you that kind of a score. In fact, I've seen it's better than IIM Ahmedabad also. Because it's based in Bombay, so you actually have location advantage also possibly. But SPJIMR at this point in time at 98.83 is better than most IIMs, but for IIM Bangalore possibly, right? And then you have MICA, which is possibly the best mass communication institute in the country. But graduation outcome is 84.20, but the rank it got is 33. So you actually have the 4th rank B school being outpaced in terms of the placement data by SPJIMR by a fair margin, and even by MICA, which is ranked 33 in the country. Why does this happen? That is because when you talk of IIT Delhi, the perception of IIT Delhi is such that whenever you do a survey, the perception, anything that is housed in IIT Delhi scores up. So now you look at the perception score here. The perception for Department of Management Studies in IIT Delhi is 62.59. This perception out of 100, right? Now, SPJIMR, which possibly is the best option for students beyond the top 3-4 IIMs, the perception rating is 20.19. Just 1/3. And this goes into the ranking, mind you, right? And when you come to the best mass communication institute in the country, it is just 3.82. which is the lowest of the low. Most of the universities, even private universities, everything will be much above that, because 3.82 is the bottommost that you can think of. That is because these people went for survey don't even know that the name of MICA, or it might not be in the priority list for them, because they're not looking at mass communications at the institute, which is where this happens. And one is that, so while I'm talking of the graduation outcome, which is the placement, median salary, and the number of students graduated and placed, the perception rating, and the other thing that helps a IIT kind of institution is the research. The research at SPJIMR is 32.08 score, 32.08, right? Now the research at IIT Delhi for DOMS is 87.50, and the research at MICA is 43.32. The problem is, whenever you actually deal with a standalone B school, the research is lesser because they largely deal with case studies. But when you have multiple departments, including science, STEM courses and non-STEM courses and arts and liberal arts and everything, then the research is slightly broader. It doesn't lead to placement, but it obviously adds a lot of weightage to the ranking that happens. Because of that, every university will have a better ranking because their perception score would be better, their score on research would also be better. But the graduation outcome, which is the placement, which is what all of you are looking for, would be dramatically lesser. And this is what illustrates the whole thing, that every standalone B school at this point in time is at a disadvantage as far as that NIRF ranking is concerned, because they don't score so well in research, and they obviously don't score very well in the perception also. To prove this point, I'll give you another data point. The NIRF ranking, if I take the top 100, you have 53 B schools, which are standalone B schools, the IIMs kind of a thing, which is 20 of them in that, and 47 are universities, the IIT Delhi kind of a thing, right? And any of the universities that you have, right? But if you were to just take placement ranking and distribute that across the top 100, then you'll realize that 70 of them are standalone B schools, because in terms of the top 100, 70 are standalone B schools which are not offering any other course other than just management. And then in multidisciplinary, you only have 30. So the tables are turned completely when you only look at placement and compare them standalone B schools versus multidisciplinary universities. This is a problem in NIRF ranking, because NIRF ranking gives a lot of weightage to research and perception, and standalone B schools don't stand a chance. Now coming to the big story of what you exactly want. What are the best B schools in placements, right? I'll take you through the list here. And by the way, if you want any of those things, the details of all these B schools, just message us on this number or mail us, and we'll be happy to send you a PDF of this entire, not just this, but a much more data-driven, research-driven paper, which essentially tells you what are the best B schools in the country based only on placements. Now, this is what your ranking is. We're talking of the standalone B school and the NIRF ranking. Now, IIM Mumbai is ranked 6th in NIRF, but in terms of placements, it's the best. It's better than IIM Ahmedabad and Bangalore also in terms of placements only. It's placed 100% of its students, and the median salary is 33 lakh rupees. It happens because, if you remember, this is called NITI earlier, which is industrial training. So they actually have a bit of STEM and management also, and which helps them a lot. Then the second best obviously is IIM Bangalore in NRF, and this both it is 100% placement, 32.5 lakh. SPJIMR I talked about, 100% placement, 31.5 is the median salary. Remember, it's median salary. It is ranked 3rd in placement, but in NIRF ranking, what I showed you earlier, it is ranked 20th, which is so much unfair to students who are looking at that. I always will advocate to you that, if you have an option beyond the top 4 IIMs, SPJIMR is a very, very good bet. Then you have IIM Ahmedabad at 31 lakh salary and 100% placement. IIM Lucknow at 30 lakh salary and 100% placement. IIM Calcutta at 30 lakhs and 100% placement. XLR at Jamshedpur, ranked 10th here, but in standalone it's ranked 7th. So, NRF ranking, sorry, it's 10th, but based on placement, it's 7th. So you actually see the NRF ranking versus what you're dealing with. I just want you to understand this and digest this, because whenever you're looking at ranking, please look at the inherent data which caused that rank. And if you're very focused on placement and the kind of companies, it's far better that you choose a B school based on placement, and which essentially is a standalone B school, because perception for some of these things is very, very underrepresented. Whereas for universities, because they are universities, they actually have a higher perception rating. Now, I'll also take you through, some of the B schools that don't participate because this methodology is something that they don't adhere to or they don't subscribe to. They're very good B schools, do excellent work, but they don't participate in NIRF because they believe that the NIRF ranking for B schools is biased against standalone B schools. FMS Delhi, for example, the lower cost B school, but the best in terms of placement. Now, it has not even participated. If it participates, trust me, that will be in the top 10 B schools in the country, if you do it fairly. But they'll not even participate because they actually have a problem with the kind of methodology that rules the whole thing. Like if you look at FMS Delhi, the median salary is 43.03 for the top 50 students, right? The median would come down to about 32, 31 is my opinion here, which will kick it to the top 3, 4, 5. Then you actually have Department of Business Economics in DU. Again, the median salary is 14.97. JBIMS is also called the CEO factory of India because most of the CEOs in Bombay come from Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies, which is based in Bombay, right? Median salary is 26 lakh rupees. 100% students placed, they not even participate. And the list goes on. We actually have IFM Bhopal, which is Indian Institute of Forest Management, one of the better niche B schools that we have in this country. It deals only with sustainable energy, forest management, environmental management, and those kind of things. 100% placement, 8.8 lakh, participated but not ranked because it's a standalone B school. Then IFMR GSB, which is a Krea University, 100% placement, 13.1 lakh, not participated. SCMHRD Pune, which is the best, human resources development management on HR, SCMHRD is the best, right? 100% placement, 21.63 median salary, not participated. Symbiosis Institute of Operation Management, 100% salary, 13 lakhs median salary, not participated. And a few which participated but could not get a rank because, as I told you, they're not very good in research or perception, but they're very good in case studies and they're very good in placing students. Obviously, when the industry is coming and taking students, there has to be something good that the industry puts the money where the mouth is. And which is what it is. Jaxom, 83% placement, 8 lakh salary. XIIM, 97.4% placement, 9.34 lakh salary. Vamnicom Pune, 100% placement, 8 lakh salary. SDIMD Mysore, 88.64% placement, 9.6 lakh salary, which is a very good median salary. Remember, this is all median salary is what we're talking about. SIMSRI in Mumbai, if you're a Maharashtrian, just go here. It's very, very good. 97.18% placement, 14.95 lakh in terms of median salary. NIA, which is one of the most sectoral, very good for insurance. If you're dealing with insurance as a career option, NIA is the best academy out there. It's based in Pune. It's a Government of India enterprise. In the sense, it's funded by public institutions, public companies, like some of the insurance companies have come together to form this institution. 100% placement, 11.7 lakh salary. FOSTIMA, 100% placement, 11.5 lakh salary. And then we also have, again, as I said, participating in NIRF, but not in the top 100. SIDNEM, which is based in Bombay again. If you were to deal with only the placement rank, it would be 30th best ranked in the country. NIA, I already told you, 51st best rank if you were to only deal with placements. FOSTIMA, 53rd it would have been, had it been only with placements. Indus Business School, Pune. Dhanlakshmi Srinivasan in Coimbatore. Institute of Management Studies, Ghaziabad, 72 best rank. XIIM, Bangalore, 75th. Vaikunthnath National Institute of Cooperative Management, Pune, 79th. And the list goes on. Like, we are now talking of those which participated but could not get a rank. Again, there is a list out here, which is EDIM. By the way, it's a very good Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, which is based in Gandhinagar in Ahmedabad. Very, very good one. 87th best rank in placement, but it's not ranked because obviously it fails in the perception and research and all those things. Then you have IAS Management in Mumbai, IIM Institute, Wellinkar in Bangalore, Army Institute of Management in Greater Noida, Chetnas, which is again based in Bandra in Bombay. So all this is the kind of ranking that we have. What we did was we created the top 100 B schools based only on placements, on the data that they submitted to the Government of India. Again, I'm saying this is not my data, it is the data that they submitted. I cannot vouch for the data that they submitted, by the way. That's always a caveat. But for what we have at this point in time, in my opinion, NIRF very clearly is not the best source for you to decide if your end objective is getting a great job in a good company where you have a reasonable assurance of a good salary and a 100% placement record. I hope this helps you. Again, my request to you is, if you have any questions, please message me on this number and I'll talk to you. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to MBA 360. Thank you. Namaste.